Okay, y'all, I am trying to film this on my own, but so it may be a little shaky on the camera. I'm gonna make my for the first time, sweet potato hash. So I got the skillet warming up on medium. Here's my seasoning, my personal blend with smoked paprika and other spices. You can check out my other video to see what I put in there. Smoked paprika, coriander, caraway, and turmeric. My own blend of pepper. It's white pepper, and there's a couple other things in there. I'll make a video on that one day. If you want to see me how I mix my white pepper, it's actually better for digestion. Just let me know in the comments. A little bit of cinnamon, salt, and this is the pepper. So I got a bowl. I'm going to dice up my sweet potatoes. The other couple of ingredients are bell peppers and chives. That's the only, I just wanted to use up my chives because they're in the freezer. So I'm gonna show you how I dice up my sweet potatoes real quick, because sweet potatoes are a little more firm than regular potatoes. So you cut this one in half. You want to slice it the long way. Make sure you have a good knife. So because sweet potatoes take longer to cook, you want to make sure you dice these up really good. And I'm going to toss these in the bowl. So I'm going to finish chopping these up. You can see how firm they are. And then I will be back when I put them in the skillet. Okay guys, my skillet is hot. I literally have 3 ingredients. So we have sweet potatoes. I rinsed and dried them off because when I put them in the skillet, I don't want the moisture to splash in the skillet. I have some already diced chives with the onion parts in there as well. I had this in the freezer. I have bell peppers, yellow and red and orange mixed up. They were also in the freezer. I have olive oil and my seasonings. So the skillet is warm. I'm going to add some olive oil to the pan. I'll just use enough to cover. It's probably a couple of tablespoons. And what I'm going to do first is just cook the sweet potatoes because they take a long time to cook. And then when they're just about done, I'm going to add the bell peppers and onions, because they soften up really fast. So you want to make sure you cover. I probably did put a little bit too much olive oil in here, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Cover the sweet potatoes with the oil, so that way when I season it, it's going to stick. And then you'll just let this simmer, because sweet potatoes take a lot longer than regular potatoes to cook, to soften. And I'll just put the lid on after I season it and mix it. So this is my pepper. Just sprinkle a little bit on there. A little bit of, the reason I'm using cinnamon, just a dash, is because it complements the sweet potatoes. So this is salt. And my smoked paprika blend. Just take a little spoonful, sprinkle that all around. Maybe just a little bit more because I love it so much. And then I'm going to mix that up. And I'll be back when I add the bell peppers and onions. And I will also let you know exactly how long it took for these sweet potatoes to soften. Okay, y'all, this has been cooking for about 5 minutes, and I will admit I diced mine up a little smaller. So if you like bigger chunks of potatoes, I would say 7 minutes. I set the timer for 7 minutes, and when I check them to stir, 5 minutes seem to work out great because you want them to be easy to cut, but not mushy. So they're still kind of firm, but I can get this spoon kind of splits one in half pretty easily. So they're still kind of firm, but not mushy. And that's what you want. I'm gonna just literally eyeball this. I have some, just a small handful of bell peppers. Sprinkle that in there. And so the rest of the cook time is going to be cooking down the frozen vegetables, which don't take very long to cook down at all. So here's the chives. I'm going to put a little bit more salt because that helps the vegetables bring out a little bit of sweetness. That's a little regular pepper. And just stir it up. You see all the oil, the olive oil has the seasoning in it, so I did go a little heavy on the olive oil. I probably would put a little bit less. I should have actually measured it. It really should have been like 2 tablespoons of olive oil, so I'll probably put 3 or 4 because I freehanded it. But I'll drain it. I'll let it drain off a bit on a paper towel, and then they'll be ready to eat. So as you can see, literally once I add the frozen vegetables in, you only have to cook it for probably 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's done. Spread it around the pan, let it heat up, and I love it. It's so colorful. I'm probably gonna eat this with some scrambled eggs and a slice of toast. And that's it. You should enjoy your gluten-free meals. This is a very healthy way to know what you put in your food. With all the digestive issues that I have, it makes my belly happier. Makes me happier. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and enjoy your sweet potato hash.